Hello, fellow fragrance lovers, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have an exciting new release to talk about from Ariana Grande, and that is the new Mod Vanilla. Love the packaging on this. I love the images. Let me give you a little look there, just a little preview, okay, so you can get the vibe, the mod vibe of this. And here is the bottle. Very interesting, a little different for her. So this just came out. I was really excited to get it pretty early on. So I've been testing it for a full day. So I wanted to give you my thoughts, let you know if this is worth picking up or not. So if you want to know about all that, stick around. If you're here for the first time, welcome. I am Limelight Lass, and I am predominantly about fragrances. Once in a while, I post about other things too. So I would love to have you join me here. So if you would subscribe, that would be great. For those of you who are already subscribed, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And I'm back in the swing of things after a pretty long break, a lot of craziness in my life as I've been talking about moving and whatnot. But, I'm getting there. But let's just dive into this fragrance. I don't want to take too long. So I saw that this was coming out on Fragrantica, I guess a couple weeks ago, something like that. And I feel like it was available pretty soon after that on the Ulta website. So I did get this from Ulta. And I liked the sound of it. I did blind buy it. I don't know that it's in stores yet. I feel like at least when I bought it, it was online only. But that could not be the case now. I'm not sure. But anyway, it was a blind buy. Now, I like a good gamble. Sometimes it can be a little bit thrilling doing a blind buy. But this didn't sound so strange that I didn't feel like it was very risky. So let me just read you the notes of this. Now, she came out with two. She came out with this one, and then she also came out with Mod Blush, which is more of a fruity floral, it looked like. Doesn't look bad, but this one definitely seemed to be more on my alley. Okay, so the Mod Vanilla has top notes of plum, musk, and pink freesia. Mid notes are praline and orris root, and then the base notes are vanilla and coconut. So, upon initial spray, I'm just reminding myself of what the initial spray is like. So, at first, I was kind of like, okay, I had several thoughts when I first sprayed this. So first off, it almost has kind of a clean, almost detergent-y opening, which I'm not really the biggest fan of. But then, that settles pretty quickly. So it's funny because I was like, this smells like a couple other things of hers mixed together. And I hadn't looked at reviews at all, before I ordered it or before I tested it. But I did look at a couple on Fragrantica afterward. And someone said, it smells like a mix between Cloud and God is a Woman. And I have to say that is actually pretty accurate. It does remind me of both of them. Now, there's no lavender, which is definitely in Cloud. I feel like it might be in God is a Woman, maybe. I don't know, but there's not lavender in this, obviously. But it has that Ariana Grande type of DNA to it. It has, or pretty much it's consistent with her vibe of perfumes. And I happen to really like Ariana Grande's perfumes. I'm not like a huge Ariana Grande fan. I think she's really talented. I definitely like some of her music, but I don't own any of her albums or anything like that. But I do like her fragrances overall. For celebrity fragrances, I think she really does it right, and she's got the formula down as far as being mass appealing, pretty good for all ages. I think everyone from, I'm a high school teacher and a lot of my students wear Ariana Grande fragrances, but I also know grown women, grown-ups, older ladies such as myself who wear them. And I think they're just nice, crowd-pleasing, and for the most part, well-made fragrances. And for the price point, not terrible as well. So let me tell you how this develops. So when it calms down a little bit and you lose kind of that detergentiness that I was speaking of. I don't really get much of the plum. I see where there is the praline in it, and it kind of reminds me a little bit of the praline in La Vie Belle, just a little bit, but like without any patchouli or anything. So if you kind of like the La Vie Belle vibe, but without patchouli, because that does throw some people off, this is really nice. I get the orris root, which I believe there's orris root in God is a Woman, I'm going to say. So it keeps it from being, this is not like a sickening sweet type of vanilla. I mean, it's definitely leaning sort of gourmand, but it is not like a vanilla extract or a cloying super sweet fragrance to me. Now, as far as I know this is called Mod Vanilla, so you would expect it to be really vanilla-ish, but to me, I don't get a ton of vanilla, or the vanilla I get is definitely more of a, that more green type of vanilla, if that makes any sense, like the vanilla pod part of it, than like a vanilla extract. So, and it almost reminds me of, this is going to seem totally weird, but it'll help you to understand what I'm talking about. White Tic Tacs, right? And when like you smell the white Tic Tacs, there's mintiness to them, of course, but they have some vanilla to them, but it's like a different type of vanilla. It's kind of like that. So it's really nice. It's a very pleasant scent. Now, as far as the coconut, it's definitely there, and some people are saying it's more of a cocoa butter. And I do get it, but again, it's not the star of the show. But here's what I like about this fragrance. So, I wore it to bed last night, and when I woke up this morning, I could still smell it. So the longevity on this is really good. And then I wore it throughout today. What I do like about this is that it is very versatile, very adaptable, and it will kind of just morph into whatever your surroundings are and whatever time of year or whatever weather you're in. So right now, I'm in my cozy sweater and all of that. And it's pretty cold right now in northeastern United States. And it worked fine today. And I was actually getting some whiffs of myself. And I'm like, ooh, okay, I smell pretty good. But I can also see this with like a sundress in 90 degrees in the summer. And I think more of the coconut will come through then. And it will totally adapt to that. I think it'll be nice in the springtime and nice in the fall. This is a really good year-round scent. And I also think it's really versatile as far as what you can wear it for. I mean, I wore it as a bedtime scent, but I also wore it to work today. Totally work appropriate. And again, I'm a high school teacher, so I felt like, that was appropriate because most of my students, like Ariana Grande fragrances. So I have to give her credit once again for creating something that's, I think going to be mass appealing. I don't see why anybody would dislike this fragrance unless, you're just dead set on having really, really unique, quirky type of fragrances, which I do. Like, I love that's part of why I'm Limelight Last, right? I like to be different and stand out. This is not that fragrance. This isn't something where people are going to be like, oh my gosh, I've never smelled anything like that before. Like, what are you wearing? It's not that, but I think people will think you smell good. As far as like sillage and projection and all of that, I don't think this will clear a room or anything, but I think you do get a nice little scent bubble. And again, it lasted. So I put it on around 6:30 this morning, and before I just sprayed more on. I mean, I could still smell it on myself, and it's almost 6 o'clock. So I'm going on almost 12 hours. So longevity is good. I am giving this the Limelight Last 2 thumbs up. I think it's a good fragrance. Now, some downsides though, or things to be aware of, is, it works both ways. It can be great that it's mass appealing, but it also can be maybe something that you don't want. You don't want to smell, I guess the word is generic, right? But I think it's a really good fragrance for the price point, for what it is as a celebrity fragrance. and I think it's going to be well liked. So let me know in the comments if you have tried Mod Vanilla, or let me know if you've tried the Mod Blush, because I'm really dying to get my nose on that. And who knows, maybe I'll end up liking that one as well. But bottom line, right? Do you need this? Do you need this fragrance? I think number one, why do I keep listing things like number one or A, B, C, D? I don't know. But if you are a collector of Ariana Grande fragrances, you're probably just going to want this in your collection because of the bottle and all of that. But if you don't have a good, just kind of everyday, appropriate for all different occasions type of fragrance, I think it's worth getting for that, because this is definitely what they call a dumb reach fragrance in the perfume community, right? It's like when you just don't know what you want to wear, this would be a good choice. And it's very consistent with her other releases. It smells sort of similar. Now, is it too similar to the other ones? I mean, it's pretty similar to a couple of her other ones, like if you mix them together, but who's going to do that really? So if you get a good deal on this, or you get a free gift. So I got a free, a really nice soft throw, like blanket with this. So I felt like, okay, at least I got something with it. But it's nice. So those are my thoughts on the brand new Ariana Grande Mod Vanilla. Again, thank you so much for watching, and thank you to everyone who's been supporting me. And it's a pretty crazy time in my life, but I really appreciate you. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.